Have you ever felt like you were just stuck on repeat? Like your life was one big Groundhog Day. Every morning you wake up and things just don't seem to want to change for you. Welcome to the first video in a new series called Rewire and Rise, where I'm sharing my favorite neuro-linguistic programming, NLP, coaching techniques, and tools to help you transform and uplift your life. These are the tools that don't just work on the surface level or with your mindset, but they're deep subconscious tools that actually help you to shift, change, and transform your life, even if you've seemingly tried absolutely everything else. In this video, we are going to talk about how your beliefs and your thoughts don't describe the world around you, but actually create the world around you, and how you are never truly stuck, how anyone from any place, from any past, any situation can become the person that they dream of being. You're going to learn how to use NLP to become the person, the woman, the coach, the healer, the service provider, the mother, the parent that you want to be, and how to use it to transform your life and help the people around you. 97% of what we do, what we think, what we see is determined by what we are believing at a subconscious level. People are trying to take action and make change at the conscious level, but need to actually dive deeper and change the filters, the alignment that we have at a subconscious level in order to create lasting, impactful, and honestly, easeful change. Because when we're working against the subconscious mind, against our beliefs, against our self-perception, against our identity, it's like working uphill continuously, and it feels really, really hard. And eventually it feels too hard and we give up, or we always revert back to alignment with the subconscious mind. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you can stay connected, because I will be posting weekly videos throughout this series for the next 8 weeks. NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, is like the user's manual for your subconscious mind, your nervous system, and your energy field. It's like the user's manual for manifesting your best life ever. We often feel like we are just stuck in life with whatever cards we are dealt, but NLP and neuroplasticity tells us that the brain has an ability to change and reorganize itself and heal itself. And so NLP shows us that change is possible. NLP is a methodology, a body of work that takes from the best of the best. It's almost like when we are baking a cake. Have you ever baked something from a recipe you found online and it just didn't turn out, versus you get a recipe from your mom or your grandma, you bake it, and it turns out perfectly because you know and can trust that that recipe works. It's been tried, tested, and true. That is what NLP is. NLP was created through studying the best therapists, the best communicators, the best healers, the best coaches, the best hypnotherapists, and taking it all and distilling it into a framework that could be shared with the world so that others could create lasting transformation for themselves and help the people that they work with. A common misconception about NLP is that it's dangerous, or it's mind control or mind programming. But the truth is, since you were born, and maybe even before that, you were already being programmed at the effect of the world around you. You were programmed by your parents' beliefs. You were programmed by your teachers' beliefs and thoughts about the world, about who you are and what was possible for you before you could even form any of your own ideas. Before you could solidify and become the person that you authentically were, the person that you were born to be. We are being bombarded by messages and programming from the media, from marketers. Even the government is using NLP to persuade and imprint their message, their beliefs, their want for society upon us. So NLP gives us the power. It empowers us with the tools to consciously choose our own programming and become the master of our own reality, so that we can shed the thoughts, the beliefs, the ideas, the identities that we've taken on and absorbed since childhood, and reprogram those and become the person that we truly are. I want to share the roots, the history of NLP and how it was created with you, because I think it helps to dispel a lot of the misbelief, a lot of the mistrust, the misconceptions about NLP. NLP draws from several respected fields like family therapy, gestalt therapy, hypnotherapy, language and communication psychology. Every single tool and technique in NLP is drawn from a pioneer. Alfred Korzybski was a scholar in semantics. He believed that our psychological problems stemmed from an ability to shift our perspective. His book, Science and Sanity, teaches us that healing happens when we change how we interpret reality, how we see ourselves and the world around us. Fritz Perls was the founder of Gestalt therapy. Perls taught therapists to study and work with a client's timeline, the past, the present, and the future, in order to create and affect change. He believed that change happens when we integrate and become whole, and also become aware of things that happened in the past and use them for lessons currently, and then anchor into the future that we desire. Virginia Satir was a world-renowned family therapist who helped her clients learn how to communicate and relate to each other in a healthy way. Milton H. Erickson was a master hypnotherapist with a 60-year career in hypnotherapy. His approach inspired NLP's Milton model, which is a set of hypnotic language patterns that are designed to bypass the conscious mind and speak directly to the unconscious mind. And of course, if you studied psychology, you will know of Ivan Pavlov. His work in conditioning and response helped to inspire NLP's anchoring technique, which is one of the techniques we will work with throughout this series. I will always remember the moment that NLP really clicked for me. It was like I had finally found what I'd been searching for years and years and years of therapy. I can remember telling my mom after a therapy session that I just wish that they would give me some tools that I could actually work with to affect change. I just felt like when I went to the counselor or the therapist, I would just talk about the issue, talk about the problem, and I would usually leave feeling worse with no actual resolve or transformation of said problem. And so when I learned NLP, it was like a gift from God. It was a true gift. It was magical to me. NLP reminds us that every human is full of resources and full of potential and capable of transformation, no matter who, no matter what, no matter when. So when we understand NLP and we can work with NLP, we can help the people we love enter these empowering states. We can help them see just how powerful, just how resourceful, just how capable, just how beautiful and whole they truly are. It was NLP's communication model that helped me believe in the power of manifestation and actually see the science of it and why it actually is possible to manifest the outcomes that we desire. So at any given moment, there are 2 million bits of information happening all around us. Quantum physics tells us that too. But our subconscious mind or our conscious mind can only perceive 126 bits of that. So a tiny, tiny little percentage of what's really happening all around you at any given moment. Your conscious mind can only see a tiny little bit of that. And reality is filtered through our subconscious mind, the alignment that we're holding at a subconscious level. In NLP, we call them our metaprograms. So our mood, our beliefs, our thoughts, and our emotions. Whatever you believe to be true about yourself, whatever you see yourself as, whatever identity you're holding, is what you're going to filter the world through. And most of the metaprograms that we hold, just like we talked about earlier, are inherited or conditioned beliefs, thoughts, identities that aren't even necessarily our highest truth or who we truly authentically are. And your subconscious mind will never make you a liar. So whatever you believe at a subconscious level about yourself and the world around you is what you will continue to subconsciously seek evidence of and continue to support and feed those beliefs. So if you believe, I'm just not lucky, I'm just not lovable, then you will filter out reality through that filter and you will continuously find evidence of that to be true. You will see that in your external world. Whereas if you shift your inner alignment and you tell yourself the story that you are lucky and you are lovable, and you believe it at a subconscious level, then your subconscious mind will find evidence of that to be true. So throughout this series, I will be helping you to see that you are worthy, you are whole, you are capable, so that your subconscious mind will start to find evidence of opportunities all around you. Another one of NLP's most compassionate and beautiful teachings is that people are not their behaviors. When we separate the person from the action, then that means we see everyone as capable. And we see everyone as beautiful and worthy. And that can help us believe in someone because we know that they are not defined by their behaviors. It doesn't mean anything about them. And we can work with a person at that subconscious level. When I was struggling with addiction, before I found NLP, I defined myself as an addict. I believed that I had some sort of issue that caused me to act out and use drugs and alcohol to survive. And I defined myself as an addict. And so when I was able to rewire that definition and see myself in a different light, and when I learned that I was not my behavior, that meant I was not stuck being an addict. I could transform, I could change, I could take my power back, and I did just that. And so as an NLP practitioner, I believe that you are capable of doing the very same thing. Whatever area it is that you want to transform, shift, or change, or heal, you are not stuck in that behavior or that pattern. You can change it. Another aspect of NLP that I love so much is the power of language and how we can use it to not just empower ourselves, but help the people around us. For example, as a parent, I know that we can often use the word don't, but your subconscious mind doesn't process the word don't. It doesn't process negatives. The subconscious mind actually thinks in pictures. So to help the people around us, to help our clients, to help our children, to help the people we work with, we can use positive language that evokes a positive internal representation to help shift their behavior in the direction that we want. For example, if I were to say, don't think of that juicy, yellow, sour lemon, what did you just think of? You probably created a picture in your mind of a juicy, sour lemon. So if we say to a child, don't drop that glass, what did the child just picture? Dropping the glass, which is driving and motivating the child to drop the glass. Versus if we are clear and create the internal representation of what we want to happen, then the child is empowered to move in that direction. So if we say, carry the glass safely over to that table and set it down super slowly, okay? The child sees themselves doing it. They create the internal representation, the IR, of that action, and then they are more likely to follow through. So how can you see yourself using this language tool in your life to empower yourself, to move yourself in the direction you want to go, and also to help create positive internal representations for the people in your life? NLP is also very helpful for creating emotional alignment and for tuning to the frequency that we want to experience in life and for healing those emotions that really drag us down and hold us back. Emotions like fear, anxiety, depression. And in the law of attraction, the law of vibration, whatever we're vibrating at, whatever state we're in, is what we are magnetizing towards us. So if we're feeling joy, if we're feeling bliss, if we're feeling gratitude, if we're feeling abundant, we attract more of that. And then the opposite is also true. So your emotions are like a signal to the universe to tell the universe what to send you. And so Neuro Linguistic programming helps us to heal our nervous system and anchor into the states that we want to have every single day so that we can emit the frequency that we want and attract what we want to us. So I hope this video has helped you see the beauty, the compassion, the love, and the efficacy upon which NLP was built. NLP helps us see ourselves and others through the lens of possibility, through the lens of worthiness and love. It helps us draw the picture that we want for our life and help others do the same. It helps us become the best coach, the best parent, the best healer, the best service provider, and the best human that we can be. So if you are ready to shift your energy and rewrite your story and empower your life, as well as learn the tools to empower the lives of the people that you work with, then be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, because as we move through this series, I'll be sharing some of my favorite, most powerful NLP tools and techniques. And if you are a soul-led woman, a heart-centered service provider, a coach, or a healer, and you want to really dive into your transformation to unlock your next level vision, to unlock clarity and break through your current subconscious alignment into the change you want for your life, then reach out to me. I will drop a link in the comments for you to book a complimentary breakthrough and vision session. You can also book a session or apply for a session at my website, linneamarieGillingham.blog. And I'm so looking forward to walking with you there. I hope you have a beautiful day. I'll see you next time.